Hello, everybody. My name is Kamila Miler-Zdanowska. I'm an orientation and mobility teacher and academic teacher. I prepare students to work with blind and low vision children, adults. Yes, it's in my presentation. It will be many pictures. Before in Poland, before 1979, in Poland, blind people who were well rehabilitated and independent, they were instructors, orientation and mobility. So the year 1979 was very important to Polish orientation and mobility teacher and teacher who work with blind and low vision people. Janusz Price and Zofia Morawska, they invited to Poland. Janusz Price, it's here in this picture. They invite Professor Stanley Suterko to Poland and organized 6-week course, orientation mobility teacher. So it's very, 1979, it's very important year for Poland. During the training, the instructors performed all practice exercise with their eyes blindfolded. So it's new method in Poland. It's everything. It's what's new for person because they don't know how to teach orientation and mobility. So for them, it was very, very important experience. And Nina, so excuse me, it's not, it's Nina Adamowicz-Hummel. She works with me in the Maria Grzegorzewska University. She was translator because with this course there was few people who don't know English, so she translates what Professor Stanley Suterko say. So she never call her instructor orientation mobility, but I think she is. Yes. Then Nina Adamowicz-Hummel and Professor Jadwiga Kuczyńska-Kwapisz, this experience, of course, have been transformed to the Maria Grzegorzewska University. So the first, in 1983, was introduced the subject orientation and mobility to the curriculum, to the our program. And 1979, 98, 3-time edition of Polish-American postgraduate study of basic rehabilitation, orientation, and mobility for blind and visual impaired people. So it's only few experience, but it's base for us to teach now. It was base experience. And the person who initiated orientation and mobility in the Maria Grzegorzewska University was Professor Jadwiga Kuczyńska-Kwapisz. It was professor of social science. She has been concerned with orientation and mobility all her life, because she was the first person in Poland to start teaching the blind children, and she started educating instructors, orientation and mobility. professor was the initiator of the introduction of orientation and mobility to the syllabus of Tyflopedagogy studies. She was author of the first methodological guide in Poland. It's two positions in Polish language and show how learning orientation and mobility. Now, in the Maria Grzegorzewska University, we realize orientation and mobility subject. We have only practices, exercise classes. We practice in pairs. So one person is a teacher and the other person is in blindfold. We practice skills of moving in different spaces. Every year we prepare 11, 12 person who is orientation and mobility teacher, instructor. In Poland, we have 200 orientation and mobility instructors, but active, it's probably 100, but it's not enough because we have a big area, so it's not good for our country. It's too yeah, it's too little. Our experience it's that teaching orientation and mobility courses were organized by many foundation, association, or university. There was no unified education system. The courses had different number of hours, different program. So now we at the moment when we try unify teaching, unify program. Now we realize orientation and mobility project, TOPON. It's project three-year project. So we develop of uniform principles of education teaching and unification of methods, way of teaching. We try to test course and now we finish testing this course. This course was 311 hour of classes and 40 hours practice. Our program is have many subjects, so medical, pedagogical, psychological subjects, but we have orientation and mobility subjects. It's many hours. Diagnostic, basic method, advanced method, and some subject it's new for us. It's the last young visual impairment children, methodology of teaching orientation mobility with adults, teaching aids, multiple disabilities, guide dog, using echolocation, new technologies. But we know that subject is very important because orientation mobility teacher now could have many knowledge and skills, knowledge and skills. This picture presents our pupils who finish this program in many places in Warsaw. It was very hard for us teacher because this program they work for 10 months and many time we have no it's difficult for them because they go to Warsaw from many places in Poland, not in Warsaw. It's all instructors and we educated 60 new instructor orientation and mobility. They have update knowledge about the functioning blind and visually impaired people. It's new knowledge, it's actual knowledge. So for 35 years in Poland, we have gone from teaching only techniques with moving with blind can to education that includes psychological, medical knowledge, treats the person at all, not only techniques. We want to follow this way, holistic learning, instructor and mobility. So people work very hard and I think they are the best of the best in Poland.